Hello! So today we're going to be playing some Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. Oh, well, wasn't action-packed. I don't know how obscure this is, but it was sort of middle of the road FPS released early 2000s. Around the time Voyager came out was actually as a TV series, and Star Trek was kind of still a big thing. Well, I mean, oh dear, bit
Welcome
cheesy.
to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
Sort of when before Star Trek as a franchise had its second life, I guess, with J.J. Abrams. There was like this dip where it went downhill, and this was sort of made before the dip, or as it was going into the dip, and Star Trek was still quite popular with a lot of people. It's not the greatest game ever. It is kind of ridiculous, but let's give it a go. Gonna play as female Alex. Can play as male or female, which is pretty interesting. It's exactly the same game, you just get to be a woman or a man. But let us begin. Let's get this fun started.
On Stardate 48315.6, the USS Voyager was transported beyond our control.
Damn, that's a terrible
70,000
picture.
light years across the galaxy to the Delta Quadrant. There, without aid from Starfleet, we began our 70-year journey home. In our numerous encounters, we came into contact with many dangerous and violent
Look at that picture.
species.
Look at it.
Having a limited crew with no chance of reinforcements, we determined that we needed a specialized team to handle the more dangerous situations. Tuvok, Voyager's chief of security, assembled an elite force of security personnel named the Hazard Team. Ensign Monroe is second in command of this uniquely trained team. Equipped with 7 of 9's experimental anti-Borg weapon, the Infinity Modulator, the Hazard Team has beamed to a Borg cube on a dangerous mission. However, the team was quickly overwhelmed, and the iMod is now in the hands of the Borg. Separated from the rest, Monroe is attempting to rescue the team.
Wow, you've got to love how dedicated the actress Kate Mulgrew is to read that crap and still sound super serious. Which she did. There we are. Aren't we pretty?
I've been cut off from the rest of the Hazard Team. I don't know where they are.
Ms. Monroe, we have isolated your team members' life signs. They appear to be trapped in the tertiary power modulation chamber. Rescue them at any cost.
Acknowledged. Tertiary what?
Oh god, that was a bit weird. So, she doesn't even know what a tertiary what's it thing is.
I've uploaded your mission objectives and tactical information. Review it now before proceeding.
Yeah, here we are in the middle of a Borg cube. Or at least a Borg housing estate. It doesn't look much like a cube, does it? Where the large open spaces. Yeah, so you sort of just have to blow this up and they all stop fighting. Otherwise, if you take them on like time, if you shoot any, they do sort of react and start doing this. There we go, and then you can just, and they do dance moves and you kill them. So once you've hit the distribution node, basically all the Borg in the area, I don't know what you call it, sort of disconnect from the hive, or they become worthless anyway. And you can just make them dance / die. As I say, not the best shooter ever. It does have some cool ideas though, like the fact the Borg adapt after so many hits, which we'll probably see if I keep trying to shoot them with a phaser rifle. If you keep hitting, you can kill so many, and after so many are killed, they're shielded from any attacks. Maybe this one will be shielded. There we go. So you just have to sort of run away, and this is where we need to go. So just need to. Yeah, you can't crouch, buddy. I wonder what a Borg crouching would look like. Probably very odd. It would ruin the mystique, I'd imagine. But yeah, like it's an alright shooter. It's not. It's made by Raven, and at least as far as I'm concerned, a lot of their output is decent for what it is. Sort of.
Get the IMAR. It's on that table.
Yeah, shut up. It's sort of like. Oh, okay. Doesn't like a let go. They're sort of like id Light sort of thing. They make, I think they pretty much exclusively just make games on id engines, like this, and like I think Hexen or Heretic. On these things have range, so you have to get right up to them to use them. And some of the games are a bit naff. This one's a bit, yeah. Like I said, competent enough shooter.
Thanks, Monroe. Let's go.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on, little buddy.
Thanks, Monroe. I'll get Odell back to the ship.
Wow. Cool. Phasers. So you see, you're not really doing anything particularly interesting, you're just shooting stuff. And that's actually our next objective. But it's enjoyable enough. It's pretty good for a licensed game as well.
Hey, a blue force field? I don't see a dis node here. Must have a special power source.
God, this goes down.
I'd come with you if I had an iMod, but let's say I stay here and hold on. Hey, nice shoot, Monroe.
Honestly, if you let that guy die, I don't think anybody would be that annoyed, to be honest.
Hey, Monroe, if you're not back in 5 minutes, I'm not going in after you.
Wow, that's hilarious. Guy needs a medal. Yeah, so...
The force field's down. What the... Some borg just beamed in and they're...
Oh dear, what a shame. So yeah, it's not the smartest shooter, let's be honest, but it's enjoyable enough. There's no real realism to the levels though, I don't think. Like, well, I mean, relatively speaking, it doesn't look like what it's supposed to be. It just looks like a level rather than the Borg cube. Because I think Borg cubes were supposed to be just open, sort of big open spaces, really. It is what it is there. Okay. See that if you can't use it from there, even though you can focus on it, you have to be right next to it, which just seems ridiculous. Who'd have thought the Borg would design a gun, you know, to get around the fact that you have to be, I have to walk right up to you to get you. Seems like a massive flaw in the perfection plan to be perfect.